We are broadcasting live from Downsville, Maryland via Facebook to the four corners of the world and beyond. And no further ado, we give you Mr. Will Wright.
It was a cold October, and I was far from sober as I lay down in drunken pride. My knees began to flutter as I lay down in the gutter, and a pig came along and he lay down by my side. Well, it was stormy weather, so we laid there out together, till a lady passing by was heard to say, "You can tell a man who boozes by the company he chooses." And the pig got up and he slowly walked away. Welcome to Snuggery Sessions, everybody. So that might not have been the first song that I ever heard, but it's certainly the first one that I remember. And yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. So here's the first song I ever wrote. It's called God of Rain. It's been led a couple years before, and nothing like this time's a changing, Lord. I can't see why the sky can't provide a storm for me. Old timer said it's all my fault that the clouds stopped and the crops all dropped. Belting out phones have topped his long list for blame. I ain't no God of rain, it ain't falling all the same. It's just another day to bail the same. Old Mississippi and rivers blue, rising up like they always do. Been told tides just won't abide with it's part of the plan. Now the old man's standing on the hill, doing a rain dance, but until I see your glory crying, raindrops all over the place. I ain't no God of rain, it ain't falling all the same. It's just another day to bail the same. Well, I've heard of floods back before, of gods that have made it pour. Now I have no excuse. They throw my truths down the drain. I ain't no God of rain, it ain't falling all the same. The sad songs and dust must be the blame. Consider this a warning, leave a note on my door, and no, ain't no God. No, ain't no God of rain. Thank you. Saturday the 8th of April, I caught my first set of wheels. Her that dressed that Ford and me, a clean bow tie and her high heels. The rear view mirror had a symmetry, the clock ran 3 minutes fast. I'm still waiting to grow up, so I can hardly pay for gas. Perfumes on my skin, gas fumes in my drive, they take up all my time. You'll never understand, said my old man, till the day you die. Well, my daddy saw planes, trains, and automobiles. He's seen women mean and nice. He said, son, you won't be worth a damn for these next few years of life. with my shirt thrown on a lampshade, papers and pics across my desk. Well, I was gonna clean my room, but her perfume's on my neck, perfume's on my skin, gas fumes in my drive, they take up all my time. And you'll never understand, said my old man, till the day you die. Saturday the 8th of April, I went on my first date. It felt like fire, it felt like pride, I could see the road so straight. I put the gas down on that V8, now it's a V7. Perfumes on my skin, gas fumes in my drive, they take up all my time. And you'll never understand, said my old man, till the day you die. They might be the reason you die, till the day you die. Amen. That's a song that I wrote called Fumes, and it's a song about some advice that my dad gave me. Now, oftentimes when I get advice from my dad, we're working on the farm, trying to get shit done, and then he breaks out some advice, which is always great. But as a young boy, sometimes you get a little, you don't always take in all the advice, there's a lot of it. So he likes to mix it up with some stories. And one day we were out there working, and he said to me, son, you want to hear a story about how I met your mom? And I said, well, not particularly, but I know you're going to tell me anyways, so let's just get this over with. And he didn't say a word. He turned on the truck speaker, and this song came out. It's called Spanish Pipe Dream. A song about how my mom met my dad. She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on the way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke, and then she gave me a peck on the back of the neck, and these are the words she spoke. You blow up your TV, you throw away your paper, and you go to the country. You build you a home, and you plant a little garden, and eat a lot of peaches, and try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I sat down at the table, and I acted real naive, for I knew this topless lady, she had something up her sleeve. Well, she danced around the barroom, and she did the hoochie coo, and she sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. You blow up the TV, you throw away your paper, and you go to the country. Then you build you a home, and you plant a little garden, a lot of peaches, and try to find Jesus on your own. Well, I was young and hungry, and I was about to leave that place, when just as I was leaving, well, she looked me in the face. She said, you must know the answer. And I said, no, but I'll give it a try. And to this very day, we've been living our way. And here is the reason why. We blew up our TV, we threw away our paper, then we went to the country, and we built us a home. And we had a lot of children, fed them all peaches, and they all found Jesus on their own. And they all found Jesus on their own. Thank you. So that song is about a guy and a girl meeting each other at a party. So I'd like to counter that song by playing you a song about me being alone on New Year's Eve. Hopefully this will be the song that put Downsville on the map, because it deserves to be. Well, this New Year's Eve has gone downhill, and I'm slouched in this fold-up chair. The ball hasn't dropped, but the temperature did down in Downsville. And my best friend's got his girlfriend in his truck bed, and his best friend's got some girl cozy, but a warm ginger beer and a koozie is all I've got to keep my hands from the cold. And what I want is for someone to keep me company in the company of the world. And what I've got is this small town. Lord, I've searched far and wide, and I've looked all around. So I'll ponder and pray, stuck in cliche. Down in Downsville, and my friends and I took advice from Dad and my grandpa and my best friend's fathers on women and cars and life. Down in Downsville, and they said take your time, don't be in a rush, love your friends and like your crush. I guess some of us listened. And what I want is for someone to keep me company in the company of the world. And what I've got is this small town. Lord, I've searched far and wide, and I've looked all around. So I'll ponder and pray, stuck in cliche. Down in Downsville, and sure she'll look great, but those big blue eyes is where I travel to. And if thoughts could move me toward her, she'd lay on my chest with her hair on our shoulders. And what I want is for someone to keep me company in the company of the world. And what I've got is this small town. Lord, I've searched far and wide, and I've looked all around. So I'll ponder and pray, stuck in cliche. I'm pondered and prayed, stuck in cliche. Down in Downsville. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if anybody's got a map, but just pencil that in real quick. Old Downsville there. Oh, there's water over here. Thank you, Winston. Well, it's raining in Boston. She walks around like an actress as she sticks up her nose. Weaving through people, it's her opening scene. She envisions herself wearing fancy clothes. It's raining in Boston, and she's a deer in the headlights of incoming cars. The sky shoots bullets at the ground and they burst. Her set is the skyline and she is the star. It's raining in Boston, water falling in slow motion. It's raining in Boston. It's raining in Boston. And the camera cuts to the boy she adores. He holds an umbrella, she attempts to say hi, but the script in her head catches rain as it pours. It's raining in Boston, water falling in slow motion. It's raining in Boston. Oh, it's raining in Boston. And oh, it's dry in LA. But it's raining in Boston. Water falling in slow motion. It's raining in Boston. Water falling in slow motion. It's raining in Boston. It's raining in Boston. And she sprints across Tremont with a seat in her sights. She empties her wallet for a spot up front. She envisions herself in a movie. So that song is sort of a true story. Last summer I went to Berklee School of Music for a week and did some songwriting stuff. And when I got out of class one day, I looked up, and I wish I had a word to describe what was falling from the sky, because it definitely wasn't rain. It was very heavy. And for whatever reason, I was feeling really good and inspired. So I just started running through it. I probably look stupid and crazy, but I got a good song out of it. But while I was there, I also wrote this song. It's called I Can't Spell Beautiful. My head in my hands, my hair all a mess, my paper in my pen, and I must confess, I've never met Mr. Webster. I've tried to read his book, and I've tried to read it again, 'cause I wanna do this right, but those lines and pages never end. I hope this ain't no test, 'cause I can't spell beautiful. No, I can't spell beautiful. Well, I can draw a heart that's sort of close, and I can sing a song that I just wrote, but I can't spell beautiful. Your hair tie on my wrist, and your heart on my sleeve. Your name's still in my phone as girl from New Year's Eve. And I've sung about that hillside where colors lit the sky, but I only saw their reflections from the sparkles in your eyes. We're 2 years in, and I still try, but I can't spell beautiful. No, I can't spell beautiful. Well, I can draw a heart that's sort of close, I can sing a song that I just wrote, but I can't spell beautiful. Beutief, Beutief, B-E-U-T-I-F, and I can't quite remember the rest. B-E-U-T-I-F, B-E-U-T-I-F, and I can't quite remember the rest. No, I can't spell beautiful. Now don't feel down or gloomy, and don't think I don't try hard, when no one's ever spelled a word that could truly describe you. How unthinkably, blissfully, mind-twistingly perfect and wonderful you are. Pretty cute, right? Pretty cute, right? All right, you guys want to do something too? You want to do something? All right. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a clap test, okay? And I do these once in a while just to ensure that my crowd is capable of staying on rhythm. Let me tell you, me and Winston have had some horror stories of crowds we've tried this on, and we didn't do the clap test, and they did not pass from Snuggery Sessions University, unfortunately. But I think y'all are passed. So here's what we're going to do. You're just going to clap on tempo with me. That's it. Please don't do any more. Please don't do any less. Actually, if you want to do more, you know what? Knock yourself out. But here's how it's going to go. There you go. Yep. Oh my good golly, can I tell you the news? I can dance, I can dance, I can dance, I can dance. Oh my good golly, can I tell you the news? I can dance, I can dance, I can dance, I can dance. Okay, all right. You pass, you'll get your diploma out there in the form of a t-shirt. This is a song called St. Vitus Street. At a marble mansion on St. Vitus Street, the bass bumped like a lucid dream. An ocean of people danced around while I stood stone still. I was a country boy that worked like a mule. She was a college girl who just got home from school. She was a jumping and a skipping and a click in her heels, moving faster than the biker boys' wheels. She was calling the shots and swirling around the room. The rich kids loved her and the hicks did too. I was quiet, man. She was bobbing her head when she held out her hand. She said, spin me in, spin me out, do the one step, two step, three step shout. She said, this old dance floor is made of waves and clouds, and I'm flying too high for you to let me down. We did the one step, two step, three step shout. Spin me in and spin me out. That wasn't the part, but y'all can clap if you want to. I said, I hope you put on your steel-toed shoes, 'cause I never could dance and it ain't no use. I've got sea legs and two left feet. I can't keep rhythm, no, can't keep a beat going. She just held out her hand. She said, spin me in, spin me out, do the one step, two step, three step shout. She said, this old dance floor's made of waves and clouds, and I'm flying too high for you to let me down. We did the one step, two step, three step shout. Spin me in and spin me out. This is the part, ready? Oh my good golly, can I tell you the news? I can dance, I can dance, I can dance, I can dance. Oh my good golly, can I tell you the news? I can dance, I can dance, I can dance, I can dance. I can dance real good when a pretty girl's leading. She says, spin me in, spin me out, do the one step, two step, three step shout. She said, this old dance floor's made of waves and clouds, and I'm flying too high for you to let me down. We did the one step, two step, three step shout. We did the one step, two step, three step shout. We did the one step, two step, 3-step. Shout, spit me in, then spit me out. Woo! Woo! Y'all not only passed, I'm not gonna make you pay for college, all right? I'm gonna take a quick second to stretch my legs, and y'all do the same. Let's meet back here in 15 minutes. Sounds good? All right, we'll see you back then. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. Well, we got a couple more songs to do. So, I'd like to preface everybody before I do this next song. It's going to be a bit of a shock. So, keep your socks on, keep everything on, stay in your seats, keep your arms inside the ride at all times. So, basically, I love to sing duet songs. However, there's nobody to sing a duet song with me today. Sad. So, I'm currently putting out applications for duettists / accompaniment. He said it, / girlfriend. So applications are out for that. If somebody knows somebody, put in an application and we'll get those reviewed. But anyways, here goes nothing. When I came home this morning, as drunk as I could be, I found another man's horse in the stable where my horse ought to be. I said, come here, my little wifey, explain this thing to me. How come another man's horse in the stable where my horse ought to be? You fool, oh you crazy fool, can't you never see? It's nothing but a milking cow your mother gave to me. Well, I've traveled this world 1,000,000 miles or more, but saddle on a milking cow I never did see before. And when I came home this morning, as drunk as I could be, I found another man's coat on the rack where my coat ought to be. I said, come here, my little wifey, explain this thing to me. How come another man's coat on the rack where my coat ought to be? You fool, oh you crazy fool, can't you never see? It's nothing but a bedcloak your mother gave to me. Well, I've traveled this world 1,000,000 miles or more, but pockets on a bedcloak I never did see before. And when I came home this morning, as drunk as I could be, I found another man's head on the pillow where my head ought to be. I said, come here, my little wifey, explain this thing to me. How come another man's head on the pillow where my head ought to be? You fool, oh you crazy fool, can't you never see? It's nothing but a cabbage head your mother gave to me. I've traveled this world 1,000,000 miles or more, but a mustache on a cabbage head I never did see before. I hope that was more fun for you than it was for me. So that right there, what just happened, all that laughing, that was my first experience of music. And that really is the reason why I love doing this so much. Songs are fun by yourself, but they're a lot more fun when you can share them with other people. So, yeah. That was a simple, funny song. This song's a little more complicated, and it's about a girl that I knew in high school. I'm currently still in high school. However, this was 3 years ago in freshman year, and I wrote this song for a girl, and I don't think she knew it, which is perfectly fine, and it's going to stay that way. So don't rat me out or anything. When I got up this morning, my eyes were adjusting to the sun. My mind was set with a list in my head. Honey, you were number one. My mind is always on you, although it has no reason to. When you run around my head, you're really in his bed. underwear in his favorite drawers. You never think of me as yours. In the morning when your boyfriend is asleep, maybe in your head you'd be laying next to me. But I really don't fall easy either, and I think it's funny you make your way into my songs. I've stood beside a girl or two who thought my songs were for them, and I wish that you would tell them to get gone. And I'm always late in the morning, I'm late again when the sun goes down. I'd ask a thing or two that I already knew. I'm jealous of that boy you keep around. And all I do is wait for you like a willow waltzes for wind. If I'd read your mind, I could feel less blind. I'd know your favorite color and flower type. When you're watching a sunset half happily, maybe in your head you'd be laying next to me. But I really don't fall easy either, and I think it's funny you make your way into my songs. I stood beside a girl or two who thought my songs were for them, and I wish that you would tell them to get gone. But you really don't fall easy either, and I don't give a hell how long. You stood beside a boy or two who were falling for you, and I wish that you would tell them to get gone. Bundled around this fire 4 hours since the sun went down. You just laid your head on my shoulder. You always get close when it's cold. This feeling is hard to convey, and this moment's always been my chance. I'm just hoping one time you'll fall. I'm just praying to God you'll call. But I really don't fall easy either, and I think it's funny you make your way into my songs. I stood beside a girl or two who thought my songs were for them, and I wish that you would tell them to get gone. But you really don't fall easy either, and I don't give a hell how long. You stood beside a boy or two who were falling for you, and I wish that you would tell them to get gone. So just tell me that you want me while the feeling's good, while the walls aren't closing in. Lord, I wish I knew how much I really meant to you. I can't promise I won't fall again. Can you promise me you'll call again? And all I'll do is wait. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know what that big bang was, but I hope all of our horses are still here. Isn't that the best whenever the horses or cows get out and you gotta put on your mom's shoes because those are the only ones around? I find myself doing that one quite often. Anyways. So, I'm tall, and yeah, funny. This next song is about that. It's called BFG. I'm 6'4", so I often hit my head, and I can't reach my phone if I drop it beneath my bed. But if I want to climb up on my roof, I can always reach. You stopped growing when you got the 5'5", so still you get stopped at carnival rides. But if you want to sit up on my roof, I'll lift you up beside me with ease. I can't fit through my window if I'm locked out my house, but you fit perfect, nice and quiet, without my parents finding out. Sorry, Dad. On an average day, I eat more than twice my weight, and shopping for shoes and my size is never great. But if I'm stuck in a crowd of people, I can always see the dashes even with your eyes. So I truly doubt someone else hit the trash can with my car when they backed it out. But if you're stuck in a crowd of people, I'll lift you on my shoulders with ease. I can't fit through my window if I'm locked out my Jeep. Beep, beep, but you fit perfect, nice, cozy, spinning keys. I say please. When we're on the road, you're travel size. When we're on the go, you're the time flying by. When we get back home, you're my daily life. Even when I feel low, you get me high. In a loud, rowdy bar or the quiet of the stars, it's wild how you feel so small in my arms or on my shoulders or on my roof. Or bundled around this fire, or in the moonlight. The corn blurs into gold on our right, and we're chasing these headlights. Tailgate making speed lines, tires spinning, the dirt flies. Moonlight is liquor, and once you get a taste, you only want more. And we're drinking it up off the dashboard, the radio up and the gas is floored, and your smile has me in knots, girl. Your dancing feels like a shot, you laugh and I'm going under. Butterflies when you say my name. I know it shows, I'm addicted to the feeling of you riding shotgun, your hair down, 2 a.m. and smiling like the sun's out. I know, you're irresistible, and I'm drunk off the moon. I'm drunk off the moonshine, drunk off the moon, shining on you. The sunrise will push this night away, but even when the day breaks, this is how you'll always stay. Moonlight around your face, but for now I'm still in shock, and your laughter is keeping me under. I know it shows, I'm addicted to the feeling of you You riding shotgun, your hair down, 2 a.m. and smiling like the sun's out. I know, you're irresistible, and I'm drunk off the moon. I'm drunk off the moonshine, drunk off the moon, shining on you. It feels like I'm spinning, I can't help but feel like I'm spinning. I feel it in my knees now, I'm losing control, and I know it shows. I know it shows. That I'm addicted to the feeling of you riding shotgun, your hair down, 2 a.m. and smiling like the sun's out. I know it shows. I'm addicted to the feeling of you riding shotgun, your hair down, 2 a.m. and smiling like the sun's out. I know, you're irresistible, and I'm drunk off the moon. I'm drunk off the moonshine, drunk off the moon, shining on you. Thank you. Thank you. So I didn't get here all by myself. I'd like to take a real quick second to thank 2 very important people in the making of Moonshine specifically. That's just a good song. I love it so much. But first I'd like to thank Mr. Garman. He's back there running sound. He wrote Moonshine, but he's done so much more for me. And he produced Moonshine, but he's done so much more for me. He's produced all the rest of my songs, but he's done so much more for me. And I could sit here all night and talk about all the nice, good things Garman's done for me, but we would literally be here all night. So, Garman, thank you so much. Love you, buddy. Second on the roster of thank yous is Miss Susan. She's there. She's been sneaking around somewhere. She's made all of the music videos for all of my songs. She's done an amazing job on all of them, but specifically Moonshine is certainly my favorite, I think hers favorite, and between the 2 of us, we call it the priceless music video. She's laughing, and you don't know why, but I'm about to tell you why. So in the making of this music video, we were out there with that Ford right there, the F1, and we had just found the perfect shot of the night. The shooting stars were, going everywhere, and it was an amazing shot. And the shot ended, I stopped lip syncing, and she didn't move. She said, "Well, I think I dropped my earring." I said, "Oh no, do not move. I'll come over real quick, look for it, we'll find it, no problem. It's probably a big earring, something like that." So I went over and looked for it, looked up. I said, "Is this an expensive earring?" She said, I looked a little harder and a little longer. Didn't find it. I looked up again. "Was this a family heirloom?" She said, yes. I looked again, looked a little harder and a little longer. And today we are still looking for that earring. It is out there and we are still looking for it. So if you find it, let us know. And Moonshine will still be the priceless music video in our hearts. But that's proof of how dedicated she is. So Susan, thank you so much for everything you do. And that will sort of segue into our next couple songs here. This next one's a cover. And basically, whenever you play a cover, you've got 3 options. 1, you can either tune your guitar really nice or not really nice. And I'm trying to do that right now. Tune the guitar. Second thing you can do is play the song better than the original, which is really, really difficult to pull off. It's rare and it's a lot of hard work. The final thing that you can do, and the option that I find is most interesting and serves the song best, is to make the song your own. Well, I remember what she told me, said drinking was unholy. So, Lord, can you point me to the creek? And I still keep her with me, tucked under all the memories, her voice echoing throughout those trees. And through unfavored weather and holes in the leather, these boots still covered in tar. But I'm praying to the heavens and hoping for them sevens. But hope only gets a man so far. When this game of life, it plays so heavy on my heart. And love is tough, but loneliness is twice as hard. And I'll carry death about everywhere I go. As they say, pressure makes diamonds. How the hell am I still cold? Well, I've seen heaven without dying. I've met the devil without trying. And they both seem to want to talk to me. But I'm all out of luck now, and my dreams aren't worth a buck. How it's tough trying to land on my feet when this game of life, it plays so heavy on my heart. And love is tough, but loneliness is twice as hard. And I'll carry death about everywhere I go. As they say, pressure makes diamonds. How the hell am I still cold? And every day it's getting colder since that day in October when you told me it was over, so I left. But if you need me, well, I told you I'm on the better side of sober, trying to find a four-leaf clover to get me out of this mess. This game of life plays so heavy on my heart. And love is tough, but loneliness is twice as hard. And I'll carry death about everywhere I go. As they say, pressure makes diamonds. How the hell? Well, they say pressure makes diamonds. How the hell am I still cold? Yesterday the pines were flowing in the wind. Lord, the weather works wonders when I'm breathing it in. It's a fine plot of land I'm living on, a homemade home out by the barn. Father's far back broke their backs to keep this place off the maps. And that ain't about to end with me. It's obvious where you came from. Did you ever see ponds where you were? In your driveway, paved perfect as can be. You spent 59 minutes taking pictures of yourself, then walked back inside to watch TV. If I had more money, I believe I'd buy your home sitting in the field, my family's farm since long before your life. Well, it started with the one big house for you. Now it's hard to see where the building ends. Cold to Kentucky and West Virginia to Maryland, maybe soon the moon. It goes a mile a minute. If I had more money, I believe I'd buy your home sitting in the field, my family's farm since long before your life. Well, I wrote this song just for you. Don't flatter yourself, it ain't no compliment. The fame would be nice and some money pretty cool, so I could stay right here and watch you move. But for now your house sits across from my front porch, and I really don't make much baling hay. And this song won't make me much money anyway. I'm just mourning the miles of concrete. I've lived on this farm for my whole entire life. And I lived in Downsville that long as well. I made a lot of memories on a lot of ground around here. And unfortunately, some of that ground has been turned into big chunks of gray, lifeless concrete. I'm not so much mad at the people who do it. I'm just mad that that's the way that it has to be. But if this song makes me $1 million, I'm buying that house for to burn it down. And I'll run through the hills and holler through the hollers till last first chance to get out of town. And I hope what I'm saying sticks. I'll burn down the roof and piss on the bricks. Last Sunday I talked to the Savior. He said, always be kind to your neighbor. If I had more money, I believe I'd buy your home sitting in the field, my family's farm since long before your life. So if you feel like I do, and you have made some memories on a piece of ground that was once luscious and wonderful and has now been turned into something that's not, I ask that you sing along with this outro. The words are simple. So I'm just mourning the miles of concrete. 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 Thank you. I get to pick up a new guitar now. All right, we're not going to be sad anymore because I'm tired of that. I want to be happy now. And I have to play a song that's not sad. So I've got time for about 3 more songs. 3 more. The last 2, you'll never believe it, but they are about 2 crazy girls. And yeah, I know, right? This first one's called Ella. Cinder. That's not the right key. So we're gonna try it again. Cinder. Hey! Okay, so Winston plays music with me, and whenever I do stuff that's really, really stupid, he says, "Hey, don't do that, dummy." We're gonna play the song now. Everybody give a round of applause to Winston Estel, everybody. I love that guy so much. I was up here, I was like, what the hell? Didn't I write this song? This guitar's not working. All right, here we go. Cinder, cinder, cinder. She smokes a cigarette behind the school. She got good with the act she rehearsed in her room. Falling in love with a tall, tougher fella, Cinderella. And her tall, tough fella ain't no prince, 'cause he does Mary Jane, plays his football games, he cheats on it all, and somehow gets away with Cinderella, Ella, Ella. Cinderella, Ella, Ella. Cinderella, Ella, Ella. She was just a youngin' when her mama played a movie while the rain hid the sun. Her best friends were my friends too, but even they couldn't say what the hell has gotten into Cinderella, Ella, Ella. Word sure got around, 'cause I'm close with her mama and I fished with her dad. PJ's loose with nothing to do. Her mama said she used to love watching fairy tales in TV room. Cinderella, Ella, Ella. Cinderella, Ella, Ella. Cinderella, Ella, Ella. I called her love. I called us meant to be. I called her forever, and she probably calls me her ex. But one day she'll wake up after sleeping in Dallas, and her story will show she's been sleeping around, but she already slept through the end. She already slept through the end of our movie. Cinderella, Ella, Ella. 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 Thank you. That's Ella for you. And actually, I think I wrote that after the Cinderella's rendition of Cinderella. It was a school play. And I don't know how many of y'all have been to like school plays before, but they're usually not that good. So they're really entertaining. And I remember that night, Kevin was with me, and Peter was with me. And there was a tree, probably the height of that rafter right there. And the stage crew was trying to get it off stage because the scene was set in a castle. You know, there aren't many trees in castles, usually. But so they were trying to get it off stage, and then the tree started to rock back and forth and back. And then the crowd started to rock back and forth on the edge of their seat, back and forth. Waiting for that thing to fall on somebody, and, well, it didn't. But so I mentioned Peter was there, and Peter's my grandfather, and for anybody wondering why this motorcycle's sitting up here, this is his. He's rode it everywhere. I think he rode it all across South America, all across everywhere, and there it sits today in one piece, believe it or not. And he tells me stories about that, but he's also told me stories about this wild girl he used to know in elementary school. Yeah, I know. He said, uh-oh, yeah. You're not in trouble, Pete, I promise. However, this is a song about a girl named Ann Rose, who I've heard many a story about. I've still got the voice memo on my phone of the first night he told me the story. Yeah, I know, Kevin, just hold it together. I had to leave a lot of stuff out just because I had to rewrite this song 25 times. I rewrote this song 25 times. It took me that long to get it right. I'm just gonna play it. Here it goes. Miss Ann Rose. Your trouble, I just know it by the bees on your knees. Your sundress is wild, white above the wreaths, and your cotton red bandana wraps around your brow. Your bare feet discreet in the flowers. You move like the water and dance in the shade on the banks of the river where the old rope swings. Your hair swishes and flows slow across your chest. You're a sight on Sunday in your midsummer best. Oh, I know you ain't mine yet. And Rose, I'm a stray dude to you. I used to talk clean and proper, now I'm howling at the moon. I'll call you crazy, you call me Pete. And Rose, I can't wait. Well, I've climbed up and jumped from the cliffs and the trains. I fought with and won against any boy with a name. I'm only hoping you're watching if I break my neck. How many bones am I willing to break for Ann Rose, I'm a stray dude to you. Used to talk clean and proper, now I'm howling at the moon. I'll call you crazy, you call me Pete. And Rose, I can't wait till it's just you and me. The bridge arches across the water, and we'll hold hands as our feet peek over the edge. Will we jump? And Rose, I'm a stray dude to you. Used to talk clean and proper, now I'm howling at the moon. I'll call you crazy, you call me Pete. And Rose, I can't wait. And Rose, I can't wait. And Rose, I can't wait till it's just you and me. Thank you. All right. We made it to the last song, everybody. I didn't think I would make it. Here we are. So I'd like to take a quick second to thank everybody in the crew who helped out to set all this up. I mean, it looks amazing. I couldn't have come up with it in a million years, so I would like to thank everybody who helped out. You know who you are. Give it up for yourself right now. Thank you so much. It means the world. And I'd also like to thank all of you for coming out to spend your Friday evening with me. I know there were probably 1.5 million things you should have been doing, but you decided to spend it with me. So thank you so much. It means a lot. I love that. I like it, is the crowd gonna clap or not? This will conclude the first ever Snuggery Sessions performance. And I'm gonna leave you with a song I wrote called Hues. Sitting in the warmth of the dark outdoors, slight breeze cracks the cinders and cicadas. Sky drained orange mirrored on the front porch. And my mama wasn't home, so I asked Google. Fast means big and the world's colossal, while it looks small in the pictures. Guess it was high time I felt the humidity, the humility, the humanity. What does one do with an empty house if when they go outside they got an outward smile but a subconscious cry? And my mama wasn't home, so I asked Google. Vast means big and the world's colossal, while it looks small in the pictures. Guess it was high time I felt the humidity, the humility, the humanity. And I'm trying to comprehend the number that I can't rightly see. 8 billion people, but I can't rightly see. 24,000 miles around, but I can't rightly see. And my mama wasn't home, so I asked Google. Vast means big and the world's colossal, while it looks small in the pictures. I guess it was high time I felt the humidity, the humility, the humanity, the humidity, the humility, the humanity, the humidity, the humility, the humanity. Sitting in the warmth of the dark outdoors, slight breeze cracks the cinders and cicadas. The sky drained orange mirrored on the front porch. I didn't plan what I was going to do after that. So I'm just going to walk off stage now. Everybody, thank you so much for coming. This concludes the first ever Snuggery Sessions performance. Have a safe drive home. My name is Wright, and good night.